Hey guys, welcome in. I'm sorry about the delay. Had a computer hiccups. Let me go live here also. Oh, what is your why? That is not the topic of today. Hey guys, welcome. So I know it says what is your why? And that is not the topic today. So today's topic for Clarity Conversations would be the power of branding. I'm going to see if I can edit that. Let's see if I can edit that. No. Okay. I can't edit that. I can't edit that. Okay, so welcome in, guys. So hi, I'm Renika J. Moorhead. Most of you may know me, some of you may not. I'd like to welcome in all of the new members into the group if any of you are watching. With this software, you can't really see everyone's names, but I'd like to welcome you into the group. If you guys feel that you can see me, that you can't see me clearly, because I know that I've been having a few laptop issues, but if you can't see me clearly, you can catch me on Instagram as well, because Clarity Conversations is also streaming to the social media page for the Assertive brand. So you can go and check me out on Instagram as well for Clarity Conversations every Saturday. So today we're going to be talking the power of branding. And I wanted to just give you guys some insight, because I know lately Clarity Conversations have been about mindset. And I just decided that it is just time to take this shift, because at the end of the day, business brings the income, right? So and in the midst of business bringing the income, you have to pay attention to your branding as well within your income. And how many of you guys understand the power of branding and marketing within your business? Branding and marketing is one of the most important aspects of your business, because it's actually would assist you in bringing in the sales. So what is branding? Branding is a way of clearly highlighting what makes your business different, and clearly highlighting what it is that you actually have to offer. And branding is what makes your product or your service more desirable than the next company that's doing the exact same thing that you may have to offer. And I was actually speaking with a member with one of my clients, and was giving her insight on marketing with her brand. And she said something to me that I felt as though she should look at in a different light, because she was just starting out in this particular market, and she just decided that she was going to look into her market and see whom her competitors were, to price point herself at an area where her competitors were, to pick up their overflow. And at the end of the day, you brand yourself not to pick up overflow, but you brand yourself in order to become the overflow. So when you're building a business, I need you got, I just make sure you understand that it's important to brand yourself as the ultimate expert within your business and within your service or product. That's why it is important to ensure that you do as much research as you can, you have as much insight as possible, and what you can do, you seek to find who can assist you in the best manner, in order to be able to ensure that your business thrives. Also, but I just want you guys to know that branding and marketing is very, very, it's the two most important tools in business. It's two of the most important tools in business, in order to build income, in order to build the rapport for yourself. You have to have it. You should not look at your business as though it's the back end brand, and people, and you're going to stand in the backfield in the corner and wait to see who sees you, because no one is looking for you in particular until you make them know who you are. That's why you brand in a certain way, because you in business, the key is to make individuals and to make the consumer know who you are, and to make them, to have them see you in a particular light, to want to buy and continue to buy over and over and over again. You make your product or your service so much of a want or need, to the point to where they feel that their life is not right, without your product or service in it. And that comes with your brand story, that comes down to your social media, that comes down to your wording, that comes down to how you present yourself, that comes down to your design of your products, your logo, everything. All of these aspects come into play when you are in process of building a business. And if you guys have any questions at this moment, this is the time to open the floor for those questions. We do clarity conversations. I just want to make sure I include this in for those of you that may be new joining. We do clarity conversations every Saturday, and within the clarity conversations, it's pretty much like study group time, where we come in together, or you guys come in together, and I assist you guys with any questions that you may have within your brand, especially if it goes along with the topic. And it's okay to jump off topic, but any questions or concerns, and you're trying to figure out how to get to the next step in something, clarity conversations is to help you get insight on where you are currently, so that you can break through that specific barrier during the time. So if you guys have any questions about branding, feel free to ask now. If you want to DM me later, that is fine as well. Or you can also schedule a complimentary clarity call, and we can also dig into your brain and pull those passionate points that you have, and turn those passionate points into meaningful income streams. But branding is like I said, one of the most important tools in order to ensure your business thrives. When you're building a business, and when you're starting off in business, you don't look at your business. You have to, I can't even tell you what not to look at your business. You have to figure out if you are looking at this business to be your hobby, to be a part-time income, or to be your full stream of income. And within looking at those key points, and figuring out how do how much time and effort and energy you want to put into this brand, that also tips over into this business, that also tips over into your branding, because you have to ensure that your branding is marketable worldwide. Especially if you're looking for your brand to be, or you're looking for your business to be known worldwide, you have to ensure that it is marketable worldwide. That way, whomever sees your brand in the future and for the long haul, they'll see it and look at it as professional and as clean, and as clean as you have it to be in your mind. So sometimes less is more when you are branding, and it is definitely important when you're in process of branding to figure out, brand colors, small things that we miss. It is important for you to take time to research the feel you want your brand to have when it's presented to people, the vibe you want your consumer to feel off of your brand, the key points, the excitement, or the what ifs about your brand. All of that comes into play when they're looking at the colors, when they're looking at the text of your logo, when they're looking at the pictures of your logo, when they're looking at the wording on your website, when they're looking at how you present your products, when they're looking at how your feed is on Instagram. Oh my God, your Instagram feed is so important. Not just Instagram feed, your social media um platform, I want to say, it's not the word. Gosh, I get these brain farts, y'all. Your social media feed and your social media persona, your social media vision, your social media period is important when you're trying to brand yourself, because at the end of the day, right now, social media is the number one avenue for business. So you have to ensure that your social media is structured and branded properly, so that when people come to see your social media, they can understand exactly who it is that you are, exactly what it is that you do, exactly how it is that you're presenting it. And some people are going to have questions, don't get me wrong, but you just want to ensure that when they see your brand, they understand exactly what it is, who you are. And I can give you guys an example of that, because when I first started with naturology, you know, um I knew what I had in mind. I knew what I had in my mind that I wanted for my brand. Like, I kind of had this idea, but I kind of stirred away from it, being concerned about how it would be displayed to others. And when you do things like that, it kind of knocks you off to try to please everyone. And that's why it is so important to break down into a target niche and a target audience, because when you're building a business, you can't build a business to please the world. You have to build a business to please a percentage of people that are in need for your product and service. And we're coming in, and how does that tie into branding? That ties into branding because the key points that you are the key points or pain points that you are aiming towards for your particular consumer are not the same key points and pain points that you will be aiming towards with someone else, because every consumer is different. So when you're branding your business, please ensure that it is professional and that it is understood what you do. Even in your CEO, your SEOs on your website, branding is like, oh my God, it's amazing. It brings out your unique character of your brand. It lets people know the value of your business. It lets people know why it's so what you have is so important to offer to the community. It's what makes it's your branding is what makes your business memorable. It's your first and last impression. So that's why it is so important for you to take time to invest in your. Yep, it is important for you to take time to invest in your branding. Invest in your branding as much as you can. Even if you just start small with small things, you're either gonna invest in it now, or you're gonna be reinvesting later. So it's important to take time to invest in your brand from the door. Even if that pushes certain dates back, it's okay. Even if that pushes certain situations back, it's okay. So investing in your brand is definitely important. Y'all, I have my son decided to join me. Many of you may not know, some of you do, but I not well, I quit I on my own full time with my business. I work from home. It's a joy to work from home. Sometimes you have little visitors that pop in. If you guys have been Zoom meeting from home, then you guys understand what's going on all too well right now. You may have to dump off and hide, but it's okay. We're gonna keep it going. So branding. So that's my son Aiden. If you don't know, so branding is very is an important aspect of your business, because it clarifies who you are and it distinguishes you from your competitors. Um, he's eating cookies. It distinguishes you. Say hey, Aiden. It distinguishes you from your competitors, but it also helps you to clarify the message of your business so that it comes across clearly. So take time to invest in your brand. Take time to invest in your business and invest. Lord, that's what children do to you, Lord. Take time to invest in your brand and take the time to research on if effectively on how you want your brand, on how you want your business to be presented. Most importantly, because the amount of money and time that you're investing into your business, especially if this business is if your ultimate goal for your business if your ultimate goal for your business is to show is to be your full-time stream of income, it is important for you to take the time to research all aspects of your brand. Research your brand story, you know, how you want it to be presented, how you want it to be perceived, how you want to be perceived as the owner. You know, research your colors. You know, if you want this to be more natureful, you know, take time to do those things, y'all. The smallest things in business are the ones that really cause us the most agony and aggravation in the long run. You know, when we look back and it's like, dang, I gotta change that. You know, dang, I gotta fix that. I don't like the way this look. You know, this not really for my brand. You know, when you know, when you find yourself looking at that, it's time to rebrand. And don't nobody have time to be spending extra money rebranding every 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years. So that's why it's important for you to take the time to invest in your brand right now. Hey, Miss Rashida, that's why it's important for you to take the time to invest in your brand right now. Invest in your brand mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially if you have to. Because especially if this business that you're standing on is what you see as the foundation and the legacy that you're trying to leave for your family, and us as women as the anchors of our household in 2020, we're looking to leave legacies for our kids, you know, for our family to thrive and to build off of, especially as a woman of color. You know, I feel that the virtuous woman is within the millennial realm, you know, right now. That's our section in the Bible, the virtuous woman. You know, so take time to invest from the door. That way you don't have to take extra time reinvesting when you're trying to grow. If you take time to invest into your brand from the door, it'll cut you down to take time to have to reinvest when you have when you're ready, when you're trying to grow. You know, it takes a lot of time away from you growing your business when you have to focus on trying to figure out how to redo a logo, trying to find somebody to redo label designs. You know, all of that takes time. You know, and it's one thing if you just want to invest in your, if you just want to rebrand, but it's another thing if you're rebranding because you did not brand properly before. You know, it's a whole different level of stress. So I just want y'all to understand that hey Zion. So I just want y'all to understand that branding is power. Hey Aaliyah, great advice. Yes. Thank you so much, Charlene. Go call daddy. Go call daddy. It's ridiculous. Go call Donnie. So I just wanted you guys to understand the power of branding and how much value taking the time to brand your business actually has. You know, and they're actually 4 steps to branding. So if you guys are still on, I just want you guys to pretty much kind of take this down or take it into consideration. You know, like I said before, one thing you definitely want to do is define how you want yourself to be perceived. So make sure you write this down. That way, when you're at home tomorrow, or you know you're starting your week off, and if you're at the process of trying to figure out how you're going to market your business, the first step with marketing your business is ensuring that your branding is correct and accurate and it fits your business. So the first thing I want you guys to do is define how you want to be perceived in your industry. Define how you want your customers to perceive your business. Define how you want the world to view you as an owner and actually to view your products or service. Let me say that again for those of you that may have missed it. Pay no mind to the kid in the background. This is important because some of you guys are really struggling in the branding area, and this is important for you. But you don't have to catch it now. You're gonna catch it later if you don't. So the second thing I want you guys to do is organize your business based on the promise of your brand. You know, organize your business based on the promise of your brand, based on the promise that you're trying to deliver to your customers. Organize your business based on that promise, based on your mission, based on your purpose. You know, based on your passion. That's how you organize and structure your business, and that will help you to identify the proper branding and the most effective branding for your business as well. The next thing I want you guys to do is ensure accurate ways to communicate that promise. Ensure you have accurate ways to communicate that business. Ensure you have accurate ways to communicate your brand, so that when your consumer sees your brand and they sees your service and they sees your product, they understand from the door what it is that you're trying to service them with, or what it is that you're trying to get them to buy, and they understand how important it is for them to receive that product or service. The next thing I want you guys to do in the midst of branding is be consistent with your branding. Don't start with one thing and then 2 weeks later switch to something else. Consistency is the key when it comes to branding. Consistency is the key when it comes to branding. So I'm going to say this one more time for you guys that may have missed it. Define how you want your brand, or you may have been, or I may have been overpowered by the toddler in the background. I'm going to say this one more time for you. Define how you want your brand to be perceived. The next thing I want you guys to do is to organize your business based on the promise that you have set forth for your business. Organize your branding based on that promise as well. Communicate your promise across the board effectively, and be consistent with your branding in all aspects of your branding. So this live will actually replay, and it'll fall underneath the clarity conversations of the group. If you guys are not in the group, be sure to join the group at The Assertive Brand on Facebook. If you guys have any questions about branding, shoot me a DM. You guys don't forget, we have the Milk and Honey Profit Lab. It's going to be starting at the end of July or mid-July, and we're going to be talking branding. We're going to be giving insight. Conversation is actually going to be a challenge to receive a scholarship into my program, so into my Milk and Honey Society program that I currently have with my current clients. So if you beat this challenge, this 5-day challenge, and you do the homework, because there will be homework, because when you have a business, you have to hold yourself accountable for everything that you do within your business. So if you can get the homework done for these 5 weeks, you can be, for these 5 days, Lord, not 5 weeks right now, Lord. But if you can get the homework done in these 5 days, then you'll be rewarded a scholarship into the Milk and Honey Society. What is the Milk and Honey Society? The Milk and Honey Society is a program that is designed to take the entrepreneur's dream from design to reality. And if you feel that the Milk and Honey Society is for you, you can shoot me a message, or you can set up a clarity call, and we can talk more about the Milk and Honey Society, and we can also talk more about the Assertive Mastermind program as well. So I hope you guys have a great and awesome Saturday, and I hope you guys were able to receive the advice that I gave in the midst of my toddler. Tomorrow is his birthday, so we're in the process of planning a little quarantine celebration. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay focused, stay blessed, stay motivated, and keep pushing. Progress is progress, even if it's one step going forward. Progress is still progress. And I wish you guys all the best from struggle to success. And do not let your struggle make you become stagnant in your situation. Branding is power. Have a nice weekend. Thank you guys for joining.